Alright guys, and the setup is finally done. We have finally, after all of these days, oops, got something that just dropped. I don't want to lose this. We have finished the setup that I have been working to improve for the last about 4 or 5 days now. I think it's been about 4 or 5 days. I may be exaggerating a bit. But if you guys are ready, I am ready to give you guys an in-depth tour of my setup, and I hope you all are excited to see it as much as I am to show it. Let's just get right into it. Alright, so we'll start with the simple. This is my chair. As you can see, it's been completely beaten to hell. It's falling apart. I need a new chair really badly. I've had this chair coming up on about 5 years now. About 5 or 6 years actually. So that's the chair. This desk is pretty much just left clean. It's supposed to be used pretty much kind of for whatever, for work, for writing, for just whatever. It's meant to be kept simple, and yeah. Here I have these Control-Alt-Delete little cup things, and underneath them I will keep little knickknacks and stuff, and just extra, like, little small things I don't want to lose. This is a like a computer desk utility thing. This stuff's all inspired by the keyboard. We got a paperclip holder, keyboard brush, hole punch, stapler, that sort of thing. I wish it was black or something that matched, but I'm okay because oh man, I am not looking forward to getting new desks now, or new tabletops now. I couldn't be less excited for new tabletops. But yeah, so once you leave this section, you come over to where the whole main attraction is. We'll start off with the PlayStation 2. God, I really wish the lighting was better in here. Oh, that's right. I've had to unfucking plug one of. God, yeah, whatever. It's not a big deal. I'll fix it later. But yep. So got the PlayStation 2, and then up here on the wall we have the Xbox 360 and the PS3. Don't have any of the new gen consoles yet because I'm broke. Yeah, I'm broke, guys. No, just kidding. Of course, you can see the wires coming down, but I did the best I could to just make it one entire strand, so that way that you only see one bead or one cable versus, you know, a bunch of them all fraying out and being disgusting. So yeah, so those are up there on the wall, and then we come over to the triple monitor setup. Now, anybody who is really big on having matching monitors, this might make you cringe a bit, but the reason I have them is, I'll tell you the reason why I have them. We'll get to that. Yeah, okay, so these are my triple monitors. The main one that I use sits center, and then I have the side one over here, and then I have another monitor up top. Now, the main monitor, this one is where pretty much all work and computer usage is used. This is an AOC E2425S WD 24-inch 1080p monitor. Lies, actually, 23.6. Lies. It's not 24. It's bullshit. Fucking AOC, lying bastards. So yeah, and then to the left of it is a actual 24-inch 1080p television. Don't buy Westinghouse. Don't buy Westinghouse. I'm not exactly. I like the design of the bezel with the brushed aluminum look. but the TV isn't all that great. It only has one HDMI input and whatever. Yes, but this one is mainly used for the Xbox, the PS3, and the what's it called? The PC. There you go. And the top one is also obviously for the PC, but this one is for the PlayStation 2. And the reason I have this one, this is just an old Dell that Whole Foods gave me because they were going to throw it away because they were upgrading all their stuff. But yeah, so this is where I play my PS2 on. And yep, and the reason that I play the PS2 on here instead of the TV is honestly just because input lag. Input lag on this television is ridiculous. For the older consoles. This one, not so much. This one, a hell of a lot. And this one doesn't even support the PlayStation 2 resolution in any way. So I'm gonna go briefly into how all of this works. So pretty much, all right. So right down here, if you can see, I have two little converter boxes, which there is a cable that I just can't do anything about because I have to use it. The bottom one is a component to HDMI converter. So it takes the PS2 component cables, the red, green, and blue ones, and converts that to an HDMI signal, and then sends it out to the capture card in the PC, and then outputs out to this monitor. Now, if I want to play Xbox 360 games, I take this cable and I move it in here. So pretty much what I have is the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 running into an HDMI switch, which then runs into the HDMI splitter to remove the HDCP from the PS3, which isn't a problem with the Xbox 360. But so that removes the HDCP, and then again it runs out into the PC. Yeah. And so, but whenever I want to play the consoles, because the consoles don't work on this because just unsupported resolutions, and so which means I have to take the HDMI cable that goes into there, and I have to take it down and plug it into here, unplug the PC, and then plug that one in. It's ridiculous. This would all would have been fixed if this didn't have input lag. Or it could even have been even better if it just, had a second HDMI port. That would have been lovely. But it doesn't. So yeah. So that pretty much covers my my console and my streaming and all of that. If you watched any of my vlogs about this, you know that an Ethernet cable coming out of the modem router, it was shorter than what I needed, or it was too short for what I needed. But it was the only one short enough that made sense, because otherwise I have like 25 and 50 foot Ethernet cables. So yeah, so I just took my my game case and Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, and I placed them up there, and so it looks nice and doesn't really look out of place since the PS2 is right there and all my game consoles, so it kind of makes sense. And now you can't see that cable coming out, which is really good. And then so we will move over here to the microphone. I have this on a Neewer Neewer desk stand. Just clips to the desk, and you have your microphone stand, and moves up and down, swivels, turns, does everything you want it to do, and yeah. And on the microphone is the Shure SM58. I love this microphone. This microphone sounds incredible. It's so much better than my M Audio producer that I had. Yeah, this thing needs to be center. There we go. Of course, that's a windscreen. The stand itself is only like $20. So if you go onto Tmart, like tmark.com. I think they actually have this and a pop filter combo, which is this thing. Combo for like $15-$20. Really good. I'm happy with the stand, and I wanted to upgrade it, but I can't justify spending $100 on the Rode PSA 1. And I've heard that the Heil stand is really bad. But yeah, and so up here, as I am blinding you all, I have two lights. These are little clamp LED lights that I got from IKEA. The purpose for these, let me move the microphone out of the way. The purpose for these is to give me light for when I'm streaming. That way I can look at it. And you're like, what the fuck is on this thing? It's actually a piece of pillowcase fabric. And I put it on. And the point of these is to kind of act like soft boxes. So that way you don't get the glare that the direct light gives you. Like, it's blinding you now, but if I didn't have that cover on or anything on it, it would be blinding as all shit. Yeah, so that's that. So that's my lighting setup, and they clamp right up here, and you can't see them from the front, which is good. But they clamp right to the back of the monitor mount, and really back there, I have the two switches velcroed together. So I just turn on the corresponding side I want, which of course I need to figure out a way to power this one and still make it look nice. Yep. So, and then over here we have my mouse and headset. This is the Logitech G700S. If any of you guys are familiar with the Logitech MX Performance mouse, aka the YouTuber mouse, this is a very similar mouse. It pretty much holds and feels the same, which is why I bought it, because I started with the YouTuber mouse. But that one eventually broke, and then I discovered this one, part of Logitech's gaming series, which has a couple extra macro buttons up here and on the side. Two extra macro buttons on the side, and a profile button, so you can set different profiles to this mouse, which is really nice. And so that's that. And then I have the Logitech G430 wired headset, and I like this a lot. I want to get some Astros just because. You know, I honestly don't know. I'm a Logitech fanboy, and I want an Astro headset. It's weird. I don't know. But I'm happy with this headset. It's a good headset. You can find it at Best Buy for about $50 to $60. I think it's a good buy if you're wanting a headset to start out with. After going through numerous amounts of Turtle Beach headsets, I've eventually learned that they're just crappy quality headsets. Crappy made, crappy sound, and I just don't like them anymore. Tired of the headsets breaking on me after about a year or less, sometimes less. And then up here, as I'm blinding you again, have the Logitech C920 1080p webcam. A must if you're doing live streams or whatever you need to look good. Very nice quality webcam. I highly enjoy it. I recommend picking it up. And getting close to the end here, this is my audio setup, which hasn't got into in depth yet. I'm working on getting all my console sound running into the mixer, but that will come in due time as I get to it, which means more fucking cables to manage. God damn it. Yeah. So that's my mixer. This is a Behringer Xenix 302. It's a really small mixer, but when you're not mixing as much audio as I am and you're not needing a whole ton of features, it's perfect. And that's just my microphone plugged in, and it goes USB from the computer. And this is the remote for the TV. And last but not least is my PC. I'll just give you guys brief specs. It's got a i5 3570K. The graphics card's a GTX 660 superclocked from EVGA, and the case is a Corsair Obsidian 450D. I originally had the Cooler Master Half XM, stopped liking that case, it was too big, and it was just so I went and I got a new one, and I'm really digging the 450D because I am also a Corsair fanboy. And if you can't tell, I have a Corsair liquid cooler on my thing and a LED fan, but I want to get more LEDs to go in there so it all lights up, which would be pretty dope. And yeah guys, that's my setup. Of course, we got, you know, the trash can over there, conveniently hiding a cable, sorta, a little bit. Oh yeah, and forgot to show you, and I just have a stool down there that has a dual purpose. One is for my feet, and the other is for hiding the power bricks and stuff like that. I have an idea in the works. I think I've mentioned it in another blog, or in another vlog. Vlog, who fucking cares? I have an idea, and I might be able to get that accomplished today. But that's all. Haven't gotten to it yet. And I'm not making any promises. So yeah, guys, that is my setup. Let me show you this bitch with the lights off, so you can see what the LEDs look like. And it's really nice. I'm digging them. The LEDs are mounted on the back of the monitor. The cable management back here isn't too awful. The LED things kind of fuck it up. Oh yeah, and this is where my controller for the LEDs are. Just simple, reach around back and you can press the power button. So now I'll put it on a cycle of colors. But yeah, guys, that is my setup. Of course, all this back here is just one thing at a time, yo. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all of you who stuck through and watched the entire playlist. You guys are troopers, because I know it got pretty fucking boring at times. And I want to thank everyone who just followed me on this journey of fixing up my setup. Special shout outs to Matt Philly at Swashin TV and Pit My Setup for really giving me a lot of tips on how to make them better. You know, he didn't give them to me personally, but just after watching Pit My Setup, watching a lot of his videos on cable management and things you can do, tips and tricks. I already thought I was pretty good at cable management, but I learned that I still had a few things that I could learn. So yeah, so special thanks to him. If you haven't watched Pimp My Setup, it's an amazing show if you like setups like I do, and I think you'll really enjoy it. And this is finally, after many years, I finally have the cable management that I want. At least as closest to what I want as possible. So, I want you all to have a fabulous day, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.